Let's go to the next question today from Jim. Jim says, hey, David, which system would you prefer to live in if it had to be either communism or a totalitarian fascist regime? Okay, this is not a tough question for me. And I know that people will say there's not been successful examples of communist regimes. Have there been successful examples of totalitarian fascist regimes? Maybe for a certain group, if you were in the in crowd in the short term, you lived well in a totalitarian fascist regime. But I would prefer to live under a communist system, not because I'm a communist. I am absolutely a capitalist who believes that we should have capitalism that takes into consideration that we have people in the world and everybody deserves to have some basic standard of living, regardless of their ability to earn income or their ability to pay for healthcare or whatever the case may be. If I am given the two choices of communism or a totalitarian fascist regime, I choose communism. And I think a good thought experiment is, fine, if we look broadly at governments, at countries, at nation states, we may not have great examples of long-term success in communist regimes in the same way that totalitarian fascist regimes also are a disaster. But at the micro level, we do have successful communistic or socialistic ideas. There is a town in Spain that is essentially run as a communist/socialist government. We have individual businesses in the United States even that are co-ops, worker-owned, functioning under some of the principles and tenets of shared ownership and shared decision-making. There are no real totalitarian fascist examples at the micro level that we can point to as successes. Now, you may say, in a sort of facetious way, well, a lot of big American corporations, in a way, are run as totalitarian fascist regimes, and they return a pretty penny for their shareholders. It's a fair point. And the way I would refute it is to say, if we really analyze the total impact on the environment and the standard of living of all of the employees in those companies, is it really a shining example of what we should be trying to aspire to? I would say probably not. I would say probably not.